And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and it is Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time for the toy news, action figure news of the week that interested me, that hopefully interests you. And man, we got a week rife with conspiracy, and we'll get into that here in a second. But of course, first, a little bit of housekeeping. Of course, it is May, new month, new Patreon giveaway. This month, giveaway on Patreon. Sign up, link in the description below. It is the Rowdy Roddy Piper Monday Night Wars. Of course, Walmart exclusive Ultimate Edition. This is the giveaway for the month of May. Like I said, link in the description below for the Patreon. Of course, your best way to support the channel, as you guys do know, tons of videos, early access to both YouTube channel videos. Of course, all the glamour shots from all the videos sent early over there, plus monthly Q&As, the monthly giveaway, pizza stuff, dog stuff, you name it, all going down to the Patreon. Appreciate all the support over there. And speaking of support, we got another Whatnot this month. May 18th, mark your calendars, or better yet, bookmark it in the Whatnot app. Check the link in the description below for my invite. You can get a free $10 via Whatnot. Everybody likes free $10. You can spend it on my channel, or you can spend it wherever you want to. But I will be doing a video on May 18th. I'll have stuff for my personal collection. We will have a big giveaway to come on that as well. And we'll have special guests. If you were there, one of the about 100 people that were at the last one, there was a lot of fun. It was just like basically a live stream Q&A. My wife, Angie, helped me. She will be there and again. But also my dad. My dad's going to do a quick stop in and say hello to everybody. Straight off the retirement tour. He might have a cigar and some sunglasses and a Hawaiian shirt on. You never know what he might be up to. But he did say he will come over and kind of say hi to everybody real quick. So should be good to see my dad. Get your questions ready, I guess is what I'll say right there. But Whatnot, once again, May 18th, 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern. That will be the live stream. About an hour and a half or so we'll do on there. Giveaways, all kinds of fun stuff. See you guys on Whatnot. Check the link in the description down below. But now let's get after it. Let's get after the conspiracy theories.
You ever wonder if they're watching your every move? Cell phones, internet, surveillance. Think about it.
Man, oh man, do we got a conspiracy theory here today. As of course our old friends at Power Town, back at it again with some shenanigans. And I love Power Town. I'm the first to admit they're chalking up the right tree with me. I love classic wrestling figures. I want this to be my modern classic superstars, and so far so good. We got the Remco figures around the corner as well. However, a little bit of conspiracy this week, as we did see, of course, the Matt Cardona Brian Myers 2-pack that was ordered 8 months ago, 9 months ago. What is time once again? That was supposed to ship early this year, did get delayed to the spring. Now it looks like it has been delayed till the fall. What the heck? What is going on? What are we doing if there ever was one? Not sure how you go from an early 2024 to basically a late 2024 by the time things are all shipped and all that. What is that delay? There was no word what the delay was. I'm wondering if, here's a little conspiracy, could it be the new TNA Impact figures? Those got moved to production, got moved up against things a little bit because, hey, guess what? Power Town, they're a business at the end of the day. They put their business hat on. They've been at it a long time. They understand that, hey, wait a minute, TNA is paying us a percentage to get these figures going. We better move those up there. Where the Matt and Brian, we're doing deals with Matt and Brian, but that's more funded on our own. So let's move the one where we're actually getting funding from an outside company up a little bit more. Not sure. That's just me playing devil's advocate there. It'll be interesting if those TNA figures do land before the Matt and Brian figures. Either way, it is what it is. I feel bad for Matt and Brian because their Super 7s got delayed. Now these got delayed, and I guess you can't count on anybody these days, and that's why Matt and Brian have their Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, the Major Bendies, Big Rubber guys. They can count on them. They can count on them. I guess that's the way to go there. So cheap shout out to those guys as well. Can't wait to get the new Powers of Pain and Dusty Rhodes. The pre-order just ended on those, so got to be looking to the next pre-order very, very soon. You know I'm excited about those. But man, oh man, Jesse Ventura has his work cut out for him here with this Power Town. Now, there is a little bit of a plot twist, and dare I say, two sides of the coin, like a young kiss back in the day. Shout out to old Ace, as they did say, hey, it is a delay, we apologize, all this, but we're going to give you a coin with Matt and Brian on it. So, I don't know, I just kind of think, what do I think about that? Maybe the Saved by the Bell kids could tell me.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Crazy.
Yeah, I gotta agree with the kids there. I'm not a coin collector. Shout out to the coin collectors out there. I don't get it. I guess I could keep it here at the table. We could flip a coin. Is it gonna be a Matt? Is it gonna be a Brian? But it is a nice make good. I mean, they didn't have to do anything, theoretically, and I guess it is a nice throw in. And apparently they've been doing these coins before. I've seen them for the Power Town Ultra Series 1. There's been some coins with those from different places. But once again, I'm not a coin collector. I'm a wrestling figure collector, so I don't really need these coins. But I guess all things considered, it's something of value. You can always sell it on eBay, something like that if you wanted to. So it is what it is, but if you're looking for your Matt and Brian anytime soon, man, we'll see you in the fall come Halloween. It'll be a little Halloween treat. There you go, going on there. But we're not done. We might have another conspiracy.
No, this didn't happen. No. Are you kidding me?
Well, the governor says no. So if the governor says no, there's no conspiracy here. But I've been seeing video clips making the rounds. Good old Jesse Ventura, best friend of the channel, dare I say it could be. The governor making the rounds, talking on YouTube channels and things like that. We need to get Jesse on this channel. Oh my gosh, can you imagine all the fun and excitement we'd have with Jesse Ventura sitting right behind me or right next to me? Oh man, sign me up. But Jesse apparently in talks with the WWE once again. He hasn't flat out said it, but basically you read between the lines. And, if you read between the lines, it could be trouble. So don't read between these three lines. That's what I will say right there. But if you do read between the lines, it sounds like with Vince McMahon leaving, Jesse and Vince, who'd have thunk it, not getting along so well. With him gone, he's open to WWE talks and stuff, so I guess he's talking with Triple H or somebody over there. So there is a possibility we could get a Legends deal from Jesse Ventura. And with that Legends deal, oh baby, bring it on. We could see, of course, Elites, Ultimates, main events, championship showdowns. Who knows what we could see? A retro. We could see every Jesse Ventura figure we could ever want. And man, oh man, I'm here for it. Bring on the Jesse Venturas. Bring on all the Jesse Ventura figures. So it'll be interesting to pay attention to see where that ends up going. So I'm very excited about that one there. So no conspiracies per Jesse Ventura. But we got more wrestling news, and hopefully you guys saw on Friday, just yesterday, if you're watching this when it dropped, I did do a Mattel video of a bunch of Mattel news, so I put it all in that video. Check that video out if you did miss it. But we got some late breaking news as of Thursday night. We did see the Mattel Creations, Gorilla Monsoon, Muhammad Ali, Harley Race, Superstar Billy Graham 4-pack. Looks like it is going up for sale later this month in May. So I'm very excited about that. Mid-May, we'll have an opportunity to buy that. And it looks like $70 for 4 Elites. That seems like a deal and a half. And this is one of those things. I say it all the time. I've been saying it since the infancy of this channel. Mattel, Hasbro, NECA, whoever it is, they want to go straight to consumer. They want to bypass Target. They want to bypass Walmart. They want to bypass Amazon if they can. And this is one of those things, Mattel Creations, bypassing the big boys out there, going straight to consumer, getting this for $70 for 4 figures. Think of the Rocky Maivia or the Maivia family pack at Walmart right now. 3 figures, $70. Think about that a little bit. That's what I say. If they can cut out the middleman, they'll keep more of the profits. They'll keep it in line right there. So that is something to look at. That is something to see what happens in the future. But I'm here for those 4 figures. It's going to be a great one. 4 guys I really want in my collection. I guess Muhammad Ali, I don't know, but we'll see how good the suit is on that one there. But very interesting. Mattel Creations, the place to be. But once again, we got another conspiracy theory.
I wonder if they're watching your every move. Cell phones, internet, surveillance. Think about it. Post your thoughts.
So many conspiracies, so little time this week. Oh my gosh, Jesse Ventura and the crew getting a heck of a workout. But this week we saw something very interesting. Via our friends Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. However, they put up round 1 of the Jazzwares Vault figures. So shocking a lot of people because the Vault is supposed to be the Vault. That's supposed to be the place to get it. And a lot of people saying, whoa, stop the clock. How is this happening? And I have no insider knowledge, but to me, my guess is Ringside Collectibles went to the Vault and bought some product. that's probably as simple as it does go. They could have even used, what's that coupon? There's like a 15%, like welcome 15 to the vault. Maybe they went in there and said, I'm going to buy 50 of each of these. I'm going to use that welcome 15 code, and bam, I'm going to save money, going to get all the shipping. Of course, I think shipping was free on that stuff. So then they get it over to Ringside. They got 15% discount using that code. They can make a little bit money, sell it for the same price as the vault. Very well could be that. Or maybe, of course, we know they have a partnership with Jazzwares. Maybe they bought those. Now, exclusives are not really exclusives. If anybody's been collecting for a long time, yes, okay, it's a Target exclusive. For how long? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year? We see almost all exclusives from all these companies, for the most part, going to the Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Stores, things like that down the road. That's what just happens in this line. This isn't no stranger to Ringside Collectibles. We've seen Mattel Legend figures, Target exclusives over there as well. Remember the Ultimate Warrior Wave? They had tons of those over there. The NXT Target Wave exclusives, they had those in the past. I think they've had some of the Walmart exclusives in the past as well. So it's really one of those interesting dynamics there. And at the end of the day, as Jesse Ventura would say, follow the money. That's what you got to do. You got to follow the money. Everybody's in it to make some money somewhere. They're going to do something what they can do. And now you got an extra option to buy the vault. I don't think it really affects anybody else too much at the end of the day. I don't know. You guys tell me. But it is interesting. We'll see what happens with future vault stuff. We did see, of course, the Malachi Black did not go up on Ringside. So I guess those totally sold out. Ringside didn't get in on any of those. Not exactly sure what's going on, but it's definitely something to keep our eyes on in the future if you're interested in that kind of stuff. So there you go. Moving on to a little bit more wrestling news. Figure collections. Now we got the Macho Man coming very soon in the Bone Crushers line. Well, of course, we talked about it last week. There's going to be a 1 of 200. We'll call it NWO Macho Man. And we do see that one coming very, very soon. Got some images of that, the sticker, all that kind of stuff. A lot of excitement around this one here. Of course, Macho Man, a heavy, heavy hitter. He's going to sell some product. We'll see what happens with that one there. So stay tuned for that drop. You never know when that might hit. Our old good friend over there at Grapplers and Gimmicks, we did see some images of the first 6-inch scale, I guess Mattel Elite scale figure. It is one Kurt Fuller, veteran actor, one of those actors I think most people know of. Maybe they just don't know his name. Of course, he was in No Holds Barred. And at first when this was announced, I don't know, 6 months ago, what is time once again? I remember saying to myself, really, Kurt, do we really need that? Do we really need that? However, this doesn't look absolutely perfect. It's not like the perfect figure, but it looks a lot better than I anticipated it to look. They made some tweaks on the head, and of course, got the finger-pointing hand, things like that. This looks to be a really fun figure that would pair perfectly with your Zeus and, of course, Hulk Hogan, the old San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So I went somewhere between like, yeah, it is what it is, to, man, I think I need this in my collection, and I definitely do. I'm going to display this with Zeus and Hulk Hogan. I think it'd be fun. It's a little tongue-in-cheek thing, but it does work, and I would actually love to see more stuff like this in the future. I think this is a cool way of diving between things and getting a niche product out there to the masses. So I'm here for this. I'm anxious to see how this looks compared to those. That's what I'd like to see next. Compare it to Zeus, compare it to Hulk Hogan, see how it scales, make sure it looks okay. But pretty fun idea, I do think. That is going up for pre-order sooner rather than later, so we'll have to stay tuned to that as well. And then we go to our attention to a little retro news. One of these days we'll get that retro jingle going on. But we're going to Kayfabe Heroes, Series 2 and Series 3, and I got my pictures here somewhere on those. And I did get a note from Sean NG. Of course, Sean is the one with the Kayfabe Heroes line, the KWK. We did unbox or reviewed the Manitar figure here on the channel. A lot of you guys probably remember that one as well. But we did see Kayfabe Heroes Series 2. It looks like it's going to be a little tag team action going on in that set. But I do got some notes from him as well. But the tag teams, La Resistance, we talked about them. Los Conquistadors. And then the Battle of the Junior Heavyweight Champs, TJ Perkins, Taka Michinoku. These are going to be 2-packs in Series 2. Looks like we're looking at August, September, and October. Conquistadors, La Resistance, and then the Junior Heavyweights. So we got that going on. Then we dive into Series 3, back to single-carded figures. We got the Evils of Wrestling, the Great Kabuki and Ox Baker in December. We got Technicos versus Rudos. How about that? Laredo Kid versus Sam Adonis. And then the evolution of Samurai Del Sol. So we got 2 different versions of him for you Samurai Del Sol fans out there. But some notes here. The time to release Series 2 for pre-orders is going to be after Series 1 are delivered. So once Series 1 is in everybody's hands, that's when the pre-orders for Series 2 will be going up for those keeping track at home. Orient Express and ODB, formerly announced, of course, are still in future lineups. They were shifted to fit more of theme of 2 wrestlers being released at the same time. And then for the figures, if they're a tag team, they'll be released as a double pack, whereas a single wrestler or will be released as a singles. Just when they're being pre-ordered, the theme puts them together, but they'll still be sold as individual figures. That makes sense to me as well. So I like the idea of that. I gotta say, I had high hopes for this line. I've only seen the Minotaur. That's the only one I've had in hand. I really like that figure. I'm a sucker for a hairy bipedal creature, but it does look really good. I'm anxious to see where this line goes. There's going to be more Minotaur figures. They had a little snafu, of course, to the factory. There's a lot of people that got a little bit of that FOMO going on. There's going to be a chance for people to get an extra Minotaur. But I'm excited. I'm excited for all wrestling lines, but I'm excited to see where this line does go in the future. So there's a little Kayfabe Heroes update for those keeping track at home as well. We're going to keep on moving, but we're moving away from wrestling. This time we're going to the Masters of the Universe, and we're going back to the Origins line. It looks like we got a new fan channel exclusive. Went up for pre-order pretty much everywhere this week. It is the Necroconda. Very interesting figure. One I'm not familiar with. I think pretty much made up for this line here, but taking a lot of different figure things to make a deluxe pack. We're getting the Lady Slither tail. We're getting a normal body. So one of those ones, you might need to be 3 or 4 in your collection, but a very striking looking figure. Looking really good with some of that translucent plastic as well. I'm a sucker for glow-in-the-dark, sucker for translucent plastic. But that is going up for pre-order right now. It sounds like shipping in June, so be on the lookout for that one. Looks very interesting there. Then we did see Dark Bird, Big Bad Toy Store, good friends of the channel as well. Link in the description down below. Support the channel. Dark Bird, easy for me to say, BBTS Silverhawks exclusive. Getting the most out of your molds once again, but for you Seahawks? Seahawks. If you guys love your Seahawks, you love Warren Moon. No, the Silverhawks. If you're a big Silverhawks fan, you got to get this BBTS exclusive, of course. Looking interesting there. So we'll see what happens with that one very, very soon. We also saw from NECA this week, playing all the hits for me, playing those heavy metal hits. We got another Alf figure. My daughter, deathly afraid of Alf. She loves horror movies, loves everything, but for some reason, old Alf gives her the creeps. Well, she's in luck. We got Rockstar Alf coming. He's got the horn hands, he's got the guitar, he's got the bandana. He's looking a little bit too Bruce Springsteen-y for me, gotta be honest. Gotta be honest, I think there's a little Bruce Springsteen Born in the USA going on here, but it is heavy metal Alf. That's what I'm gonna call him, and he's definitely gonna be in my collection. Looks like he'll be out around August of 2024, but pretty cool here. I'm always loving it when action figures, pop culture properties, and heavy metal or rock and roll, whatever you want to call it, come all together. I'm here for that. We got a little bit more of that later on in this video as well, but get your Alf. Pre-order went up this week as well. And speaking of things getting re-released, there's been a lot of Planet of the Apes talk. There's been a lot of monkey business going on here, and this monkey truly means business, but Planet of the Apes figures getting re-released from NECA couldn't come at a better time for me. As I remember the original releases, I really wanted to get them, couldn't afford them at the time, had other toys, had other things, had other responsibilities, had to get after, so I didn't get there. But I've been a big Planet of the Apes fan since I was a little kid. It's weird that I actually read the book before I saw the movie. Had to read a book for school, I think it was 7th grade, and I said, I'm going to read this Planet of the Apes the book. Absolutely wild. But anyways, long story short, I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan. I'm excited for these to be re-released. I just picked up Dr. Zaius in weekly purchases maybe last week. Found it for like $15 in my local toy store, but the other figures very hard to get. However, they're all being re-released, and man, sign me up. I'm going to army build these guys. I'm going to get a Planet of the Apes shelf going. Hopefully some of those figures that never got made will get made in the future as well. So if you're a Planet of the Apes fan, couldn't come at a better time. I was actually looking at the Kane County Toy Show last week. Check out the videos, C2E2 Kane County Toy Show. A lot of fun videos on the channel this week from some toy hunts, things like that. Got to meet Sting, got to meet Svengoolie. Check out those videos. But I was on the hunt for those Planet of the Apes NECA figures. I was like, okay, I'm going to buy them. Didn't see any of them. So I'm very happy I didn't see any of them because I probably would have picked some up. Now I can get them for just traditional retail, and I talk about it all the time with the WWE stuff that's getting re-released. I see all sides of it there, but for once, for me, this really does work out. I get the cheap ones re-released. It's great. So I understand how it works on the wrestling side. People that really wanted those ones that are hard to find, you're getting a deal. I see all sides of the coin. Once again, 2 sides of the coin, like a young Ace from Kiss, no doubt about it. But looking good on the Planet of the Apes stuff. Very, very excited for that. Now we got to turn our attention to our old friend Todd McFarlane on the couch. Todd, good to see you. And Todd has a guest on the couch with him this week. If you've been following Kyle Peterson 2.0, he's had a guest this week over there. Todd hasn't made a couple of videos. Sitting in for him is, of course, 80s, 90s stalwart of Nickelodeon. Oh, controversial, I know, but it is old Mark Summers on the couch as well. So we got Mark Summers and Todd McFarlane here sitting in the toy news. And I'm glad you guys could be here, especially for this part, because Todd, we're going to talk about your stuff now. We got a lot of McFarlane stuff going on. Mark, what do you think about toys? Oh, he likes toys all right, he says. I don't want to talk about your toys, Mark. But Mark, a wild and crazy guy, as we do know. Of course, he's going to take the physical challenge at a drop of a hat. Just challenge him, he will do it. But avid toy collector, just different toys than what you and I collect, for sure. But shout out to Mark Summers on the couch. But we did see some stuff from McFarlane. We see stuff from McFarlane all the time. But this week, Batman Futures End, Amazon glow-in-the-dark exclusive. No idea what this is, but you had me at glow-in-the-dark, Todd. You had me at glow-in-the-dark. But that is on Amazon right now. Pre-order if you want. I think I'm going to play the long game. I know you hate it when I do it. I'm going to wait and look for a deal on that one. Hopefully it goes to a little deal ski price here a couple months after it comes out. We'll see what happens with that. And then one that came out of left field. Todd, you got this Run Fair site. It's very interesting. And Mark, Todd will fill you in later, Mark. But it's called Run Fair. It's for all these platinum editions for McFarlane. You basically enter your credit card information, your email, all that kind of stuff, and then they spin the wheel, make the deal like young WCW back in the day, and you win or you lose, I guess. And I'm always like, you know what? It's just worth rolling the dice on it. And that's what I did this week. But this week, they had the Psycho Pirate from the McFarlane Toy Store exclusive wave there. Of course, I got the Spectre last week. Very shocked to get that one. I guess a little Hal Jordan-inspired Spectre on that one. But Psycho Pirate also has a chase. So it's really weird because they're a McFarlane Toy Store exclusive, Todd. Where could you get these platinums besides this? So very mind-bending on that one. But good news for me, I did win the Psycho Pirate. So I will have the Psycho Pirate chase coming very soon. So I was very happy about that win on the Run Fair. Look it up. It's a good deal if you're out there, I guess we'll say. But then we go back to Amazon and we get a 2-pack. We get Shazam and Freddie Freeman. Oh, shout out to Freddie Freeman. What's that, Mark? Oh, Mark said, and I don't know, Mark, you might have to fact check this, but Mark said Freddie Freeman was on one of the early episodes of Double Dare with his sister. So I don't know, we'll have to check that out. Mark, remember earlier in this week we talked about there was a video way back in the day. I'm trying to locate it. I've never been able to locate it. Don't think I ever will. But I was never on Double Dare, Mark Summers. However, on the Family Channel back in the day, anybody remember the Family Channel? Anybody remember That's My Dog? Oh, shout out to That's My Dog. There was a video out there, and never seen it, like I said, but I got to be a judge. They'd pull 3 judges out of the audience, and I vaguely remember it. I think it was like in 5th or 6th grade. I remember thumbing down everything. I was like, you know what? I'm not giving anybody their flowers. This dog, nope, thumbs down for me. Thumbs down for me. That's what little Kyle was up to there. But never got to grace the stage of Double Dare. I did go to Universal Studios one time. Same trip, but Mark wasn't there, unfortunately. They did show some slime, though. Here for the slime. But we do get the old wizard staff and all that. I'm not really here for a wizard staff. I'm here for the wizard sleeves is what I'm here for. But we got Shazam and Freddie Freeman coming in hot, Amazon exclusive 2-pack. Pick it up at Amazon if that is your thing. We did see another Batmobile. Todd, what do you think? We need a garage for these Batmobiles? I don't know what's going on here. But we got the White Knight Batmobile. Easy pass for me, unless it goes to some crazy deep clearance. I don't see that happening. But a very interesting one. The White Knight Batmobile. So if you want another Batmobile in your collection, pre-order right now. And then the one that really hit me pretty hard this week, and we knew these were coming. Todd told me. He told me a couple weeks ago. We reported it in the Toy News. But pre-order for Rob Zombie and Iron Maiden Eddie Trooper Edition. Part of the Music Maniacs line up for pre-order right now. Now, you Eagle Eye viewers out there, this week I did do the review of the Alice Cooper figure. It was okay. It reminded me a lot of Batman 66 figures. That was kind of the quality. I expected more DC Multiverse, where instead it was more of the Batman 66 type line. Not terrible, not the greatest thing since sliced bread, no pun intended. But it'll be interesting to see Eddie and Rob Zombie, 2 ones that we see a lot in figure form. I want some deeper cuts. I want to get some musicians that we never get action figures for. I don't know exactly if we will. We'll have to see. Todd, only you can tell us how much money you want to spend to get some of these licenses. But it'll be interesting to see. I'm definitely picking up Eddie. We'll play it on the fence on Rob Zombie there. So very, very interesting time. So that's it. That's it for the toy news, Todd, unless you got anything late breaking. Oh, perfect. Todd said he's saving it for late Friday night and Saturday for some new toy news because he doesn't want me to report on it. Okay, you don't want me clowning on you. I understand it. But shout out to Todd. Shout out to Mark Summers. Mark, don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here on the couch. Whoa. Stop the clock right in the middle of finishing up another unboxing. And if you missed this unboxing, you're missing a lot. Let me tell you, this one will be up on Kyle Peterson 2.0. Maybe this weekend, maybe the next couple days, but it is the Flash and the Rival. But man, off the rails if there ever was one. You can hear all about my German experience. You get Mark Summers, you get Todd on the couch. A wild unboxing. But we're back, of course, breaking in. I said Todd would do something on Friday night after I filmed, and he did. Like clockwork over there. Mark, punch him in the shoulder. But very interesting times, as we do have a 2-pack of Nightfall, Batman and Bane. Of course, repaint's going on. Repaint, get the most out of your molds, get the most out of your Todd McFarlanes. But we do got that coming up at select retailers. So does that mean Walmart? Does it mean Target? Does it mean Amazon? Does it mean everything? Does it mean Fan Channel? More to come on that, and I assume more to come as well as the day and weekend goes on, but that's Todd McFarlane for you. But breaking in with a whoa, 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 stop the clock, Bane, Batman 2-pack. There it is, that is the toy news. Now we got to turn our attention to the album of the week. Time for album of the week, and let's just call it concert of the week instead this week, as Tuesday, May 7th, I think, is the Tuesday, if you're watching this as it goes up, of course. In town here in Des Moines, Iowa. Oh, shout out to Des Moines, Iowa. Woolies is the venue. Night Demon is the band. My boys in Night Demon, Jarvis, Armand, Brutal Brian, they're all coming. They're coming to town, and I'm hooking up with them, of course. So look next week for some images and some video, of course, from the old Night Demon crew. I will be there. I'll be hanging out with all of them. Can't wait to see the guys. Can't wait to see the concert. You know me, I love Night Demon. Heck, they even did the theme for this very channel. Always got to give a shout out to Night Demon for making a theme for this very channel. Very, very cool, of course. But I'm going to see them in concert. Blind Guardian is also on the bill. If you love your power metal, you probably know Blind Guardian. I've seen Blind Guardian a time or two. I've seen Night Demon a ton of times. So it'll be just like an old shoot on Tuesday night. My wife, Angie, and I will be there. If you're there, stop by, say hello. And if you didn't know about it, and if you're not going, what are you doing? There's still time to change your reservations, whatever you need to do. See you Tuesday, November 7th. Night Demon, special shout out to those guys. Can't wait. More on that in the future on the channel there. So shout out to the boys in Night Demon. Pick up all their albums. Every single one. They're all banger after banger after banger, as our friend Seamus would say right there. So there it is. That is concert of the week this week. But that's it for the toy news. What were you excited for? Anything I missed? Anything else you want to see out there? Let me know your thoughts on the toy news this week. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. We got the giveaway, early access to both YouTube channels. It's all going down on the Patreon. You guys know all about that by now. It does support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget Amazon, Barnes & Noble. My new book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars Series. Just shy of 700 pages. Yes, you heard it right, 700 pages. Very, very big book, of course. Like a textbook is what it's like. I do have a few copies of hardcover coming at a special price. So if you're after a hardcover, autographed edition, whatever you want, or non-autographed, it's up to you. I can get you a little cheaper, it looks like, than Barnes & Noble. So reach out to me on social media, all that kind of stuff. I do have some of those books coming, so special shout out right there. And then, of course, social media, don't forget to follow me over there, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So there it is for another week of the toy news. You know what I'm doing? I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into the weekend.